Okay, says we're live. Excellent. Hello, welcome. Happy Sunday. Happy double digits of March. Hopefully you are having a wonderful day. Um, I am thus far. So yay. We're excited. A couple things have happened this weekend. My birthday was yesterday, so I got some of my favorite foods. We made chicken pot pie for dinner, and I also got my butter almond cake, which is delicious. Also got news that my bestie, who lives outside of the country, was able to safely deliver her daughter. So yay! And then also got fall calls and FaceTimes from family. So, yay. So that's good. Tomorrow we should start, or the contractor will start putting in tile tomorrow for the bathroom remodel. So hopefully we are on the sort of like downside of the renovations. So hopefully that won't last too much longer. I do know that like the grout has to set for like a decent amount of time. I just don't know whether or not the grout that they are choosing to use is like a 12-hour wait or a 24-hour wait type of thing. And then we will, after that, they'll be able to, well, they still have to paint. So I don't know when the painting comes in. They also have to install the vanity and medicine cabinet and mirrors. And then since we're changing the toilet to a new one rather than one we had before, we apparently have to call a separate plumber to do that. I don't understand why that's not like included, but whatever, it's fine. So there's still a few steps to be done for sure, but hopefully we are on the like easier side of things, and hopefully they are able to get it done before Friday this week. I hope it's not going to be another full week, but we shall see. Again, when you do it right, sometimes it takes time. So, but yeah. Diamond is here, says, hey everyone, good afternoon. Hope your day is going well. You're going to be working on your story setting today. Ooh, nice. You've already gotten your side characters and your main characters sort of like their profiles filled out and figured out who they are, which is fantastic. Becca is here. Hello, hello, hello. Are you on a new module for your masters, or are you still in the same one with? Because I feel like maybe you're starting a new one soon, or that you just started a new one, because you had mentioned that reflection paper was like over the entirety of the class, which to me says like end of module. So are you starting a new one? What's your new one about? I'm curious. Living through osmosis. Is that the right term? No, living vicariously. There we go. Not by osmosis. I don't know why osmosis came in, but Francis says, hi, hello, welcome. Megan is here. Hello, you're on your phone today. Oh, goodness, which means we are much smaller. Yay, and happy belated birthday. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. That's good. I'm happy that you had a good news and a great birthday and got everything you wanted. Yes. Yes, yes. Becca says, yes, you just started a new one. Okay, excellent. And you have to finish your assignment in the first part. Gotcha. Okay. It's on public relations, but so far it feels more like a philosophy class. Ooh, interesting. Is that because you're having to figure out I mean, I'm trying to decipher why philosophy might be related to public relations. It is in some ways, because you have to have a philosophy, a way in which you live by, or a way in which you are creating your brand and what you want your brand to stand for. Brand being, in this case, you might want your author name. Like, what is your author name or your pseudonym supposed to stand for and represent, and sort of like the themes that you want to be prevalent in your stories, the people who you are trying to reach specifically. So it's kind of balled into philosophy in some ways, because you have to know that in order to know how you want to spin your PR, if that makes sense. At least that's how my brain is trying to connect them. Of course, I don't know if that is the correct interpretation of that, but your theory is that the teacher wished he was teaching a philosophy class, so he shoehorned it into a public relations class. But it is really interesting. Well, hey, at least if it's interesting, great. Because like I've been in far more classes that were not as interesting as I had hoped they would be. Which, again, that's part of life sometimes. So, but yeah. Okay, so a couple things for today. I do need to work in the Bujo. I probably ought to work in the reading journal as well. I've been reading a translated story online. And what chapter am I on now? It's like in the 400s. It's ridiculous. What chapter am I on? I'm on chapter 482, and there are, I think, 495 currently translated, which means that I am almost at the end of what is currently available for me to read. And so I think I'm just going to go ahead and put that in as like a March read. And I'm going to have to, again, because it's translated and online, it's hard to get like page counts. So a lot of times what I do is I put 1 or 2 chapters into like a Word document, I copy paste it just to see what the word count is, and then I average out what the word count per chapter is, and then just do the math calculation and like put a little the 2 wavy lines, the approximate, I don't even know what that marking is called, the approximation mark. Is there a name for that? I don't know if there is. I think there probably is, but I don't know. Anyway, so I put that in my bullet journal if I'm doing something that's online. But yeah, so but I've been reading it started reading it in February. I don't know why I get sucked into these super long. I'm like, I'm not going to finish this month. Why did I start this one? Because my brain told me it didn't want to start one of the other ones. That's fine. Anyway, Becca says some of it, some info in the class definitely correlates to public relations, but some of it is definitely a stretch. Okay. I mean, is the teacher at least following the syllabus that's created for the coursework, or is this all built in because he built the class type of thing? I don't know. I mean, are the textbooks more related to public relations and then like the discussions not? Curious. CB says, hello, just out of the bath. You'll be working on your new story. Excellent. Yes. So I'm going to be working in my journals first, and then I will be going to, do I want to draft or do I want to edit today? I probably ought to do some editing. So I will go ahead and I'm going to pull up my editing project. Yeah, I'm going to pull up the editing project. That way I have that at least up to remind me that that's the one that I should be working on. Megan is writing a poem today. Nice. Excellent. Yes. Becca says the professor built the class, and this week was all discussions, 3 of them, but he wanted us to write them as papers, so it's been a packed week. Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. So are you then having to take... Okay, so does that mean you're writing them as persuasive essays or argumentative essays in which you have to counter-argue and like take your... your opponent's side as well into consideration. You probably should, because public relations, I would think, at least the way that it is currently used, is kind of argumentative writing, because you do have to set up like what you want to say, how you want to spin it, but you also have to be prepared for statements should someone like point out other aspects to you or things like that. So yeah, citations and counter arguments. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so maybe he's setting it up more as like Socratic seminar-esque type thing. Maybe you just configured Stark for President series again. You'll get it the way you want it eventually. So, Glory sent you a prompt. Okay, how to love me. That's the topic for your poem. Ooh, that'll be a nice poem. Yes. I like that idea. So if you want a prompt for a poem or an essay or whatever it is, if you need a prompt for journaling today as well, how to love me. That's the topic. I like that. I like that a lot. So yeah. Alrighty, let's pull a card. Okay, so we have the rabbit inverted. Our little rabbit friend. Get the right too far. Okay, there we go. All right, so we have the rabbit whose main message is now is a lucky time. And we have little baby bunnies as well. Whoops. There we go. So, again, in the inverse or upside down position, vulnerability is required of you now, even if you do not feel safe. Act as if you trust that you will be okay, and soon you will see that you are okay. To create is to take risks, so that at this fortunate, fertile time, banish your fears and recognize the real security is in immersing yourself in the process of creation. It is okay to admit that you really don't know how to deal with whatever is in front of you. This is where curiosity and not knowing can be a wonderful state of mind. Be playful, admitting that you are at the beginning of something. Come out and to frolic in the sun's nurturing light, because it is time to give birth to something new. So there you go. So it is a reminder to be sort of in that curiosity and new beginning excitement mindset instead of cowering at the unknown, shall we say. Which is always a good thing, because fear of the unknown is definitely one of the things that can stop you from trying. So you're putting your feminist spin on it, of course. Yes. Yes, yes. Becca says, next week we write a press release, so it's definitely going to get more technical in terms of public relations. Gotcha. Yes. Yes, yes. Thog says, I hope the rabbit is lucky for someone. I hope so too. We have not checked our lottery tickets from this last week, so maybe we got lucky there. Megan says, I really like the Little Red Book of PR Wisdom if you're looking for extra materials to help you understand things. Ooh. Is that sort of like an industry standard type of thing? Little Red Book of PR Wisdom. Okay, so there's the Little Red Book of Wisdom. And then there's Little Red Book of Dad's Wisdom, Little Red Book of New York Wisdom. So is it like a series type thing? Okay, so here's the Little Red Book of PR Wisdom. on Amazon. Let's see. They have a very wide range of, okay, so for whatever reason, Amazon has it listed for like $88. Barnes and Noble has it listed as $7.49, and Kobo has it for $7.99. So if you're going to go looking for it, I would suggest Barnes and Noble or Kobo or somewhere other than Amazon. So yeah. So there you go. That's your caveat there. Cool Gamer. Hey, hello. How are you? Mom Maggie is here. You're working on editing the summer releases. Ooh, exciting. Megan's reviewed the Little Red Book of PR Wisdom when you were a book blogger. It's super great. It's by Brian Johnson. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you. All righty. So we have our card. Again, I'm going to be working in journals first and then editing. So I have my editing project up so that I can go ahead and figure that out once it is time for that. Present, share screen, share screen. Okay. All right. We have 30 minutes for the first sprint, just because that's what I popped up. So, 1, save your document, whatever document you're working on. 2, make sure you have something to hydrate with. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back with that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too much. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, how was that? I have finished a couple of things in the journal. I have updated my habit trackers, updated stuff that I did not include for yesterday's um, daily journaling. Here's what next week's is going to look like. I've not set up my priorities, but I think I do know that I need to check my car fluids and tires. The fluids I can do even if it's like even if my car is parked on the side of the embankment, but although that may not be the best idea if it's kind of tilted. The tires, I know I'm going to have to wait until we have the space up near the garage available again, because that way I can access the air pressure machine thingy. Air compressor, that's the word. But I do need to check the oil. Do need to check my tires. Stuff like that. I think the last time I checked my oil, it was beginning to get a little dirtier than I liked. So I may have to take it for an oil change. And I also need to do a check on my maintenance crate that I keep in the back of the car. Make sure that I have oil, paper towels, brake fluid, steering power fluid, all that kind of stuff. Just make sure, because since it was my birthday, I got my car tag renewed. And so I try to, like once a year at least, make sure that my crate is checked on to make sure I have everything. Generally, if I use something from it, like if I have to use something from it, then I'll replace it. But sometimes like that doesn't happen. So I just have to generally do a check and make sure that my maintenance crate is good to go. And this is a great time to do it, because if you're, putting your registration and stuff in your car, then you can also check on some other things, that kind of stuff. So that needs to happen. Yeah. Also, if you have not changed your clocks, and it is, yes, you hate the annual loss of an hour of of your life day. Megan says, I like getting the time back to what it should be. You don't like the other one, the fallback. I think as a student, I preferred the fall because it you had an extra hour sleep. But I think that's the only reason that I think after that first day though, it was not quite. I wish they would just either choose the standard or just stick it halfway in between and be done with it, and just not change. Annoying. Whatever. It's also new moon today, so if you are inclined to do anything for the new moon, make sure that you do so today, right? So daylight savings, new moon, double digits of the month, that kind of thing. So yeah. So I did the Fujo, and then I worked in the reading journal and figured out the average of the chapter links, or partial chapter links, because they split the translation of the chapters into pieces. So essentially by the time, I checked again, and there are 500 chapters currently available, partial chapters available, at approximately 2 pages per partial chapter. So by the time that I get done with the 500 chapters that are available, which I'm sure I'll do today, then I will have read approximately 1,000 pages in this book, this web novel. Yeah. So that's where we are in terms of that book. I'm hoping that it's nearing the end, so I won't have to go back and like maybe reread the whole thing again in order to figure out what's going on when I check the ending. And then I'm also updating the 5-year memory journal that I started keeping this year. I've had this for a while, quite some time. And then I went back and essentially like once or twice a month I go through and I do about a half a month at a time because I cannot remember to do it every day. So anyway, let's see. Let me scroll back up because I think I missed several things. Okay, so Keiko said hi. Hello, welcome. CB get 175 words. You're working on your outline. Excellent. Yay. Megan just got back just in time for the chat. You took the dogs out and worked on your poem. Excellent. Becca is excited about Megan's recommendation for the Little Red PR Wisdom book. CB is listening to Hamilton. Good choice. Becca finished everything except for one question. I just want to finish so you can move on to writing. Yay! But you're almost done. You're almost done. Diamond is still working on your settings, but it's going well so far. Excellent. Yay. Fantastic. CB says it doesn't happen here till it's about 2 weeks from now. Does it happen at the last? Is it going to happen on Easter for you or the week before? Let's see, 17th, 24th. So it could happen on the 24th or the 31st if you're saying 2 weeks. Not sure which. So, Thug, I guess that 3 weeks would be. British summertime happens on Easter weekend. Okay, so that would be the 31st. Thug doesn't like either of the time changes. Keiko got 240 in 10 minutes, which means 5,410 so far for the day. The goal is 7K. That's amazing. You're doing great. Right? Just freaking pick a time. Yes. Time zones are horrendously confusing as it is. And if you're adding the adjustment for daylight savings, it's also very, because I was trying to remember for Bestie who's out of the country, if she is 12 hours or 13 hours. And I don't know. And now that today has happened, I don't know even more. So I'm going to have to look it up again. So Keiko says it's super annoying with daylight savings time, especially when in your secondary school / high school, it messed you up for weeks. Yeah. Fox says, I've got no problem with time zones. The planet is round, sun can't shine on it all. Daylight savings time is a relic that needs to go away. It just, it's frustrating. CB says, I barely function well enough to know how to add. So, and when you're plussing and minusing, and then you have to add in whether or not half the world has switched to a different time, it's confusing. It does get confusing for sure. Practical math is different from, a lot of times, from the things that it's like, why time zone plus minus whatever, it's frustrating. I don't know. Anyway, Sunday after you see Hamilton for the second time. Nice. You dislike the springtime change because the animals are on a sunrise sunset routine and daylight savings are not designed with that in mind, no matter what the lie they claim it was for the factory workers. Yeah, I think it was definitely for the factory workers. And, now they claim it's because, agrarian type thing, but you're right. That's bull because the animals can't tell time in terms of like clock face. So, Keiko says they made a vote about it in the EU, but some countries like Greece didn't want it to change. Yeah. We were almost rid of it. Almost. But then the politicians got to politicking and couldn't get anything done. So, Alrighty. Let's go ahead and do another sprinty sprint. I'm going to go ahead and keep us with the 30 minutes. And present, share screen, share screen. Don't forget, my second sprint is the self-promo sprint. So if you have a YouTube channel, Twitch channel, Etsy store, Amazon author page, websites, blogs, social media handles, etc., any of that is writing adjacent, please make sure that you do your self-promo. Make sure that if you have a book out recently, book out soon, or book on sale, you let us know, especially where to find your books. And also, my self-promo is, if you are not subscribed, please consider it. That's my self-promo. All right, here we go. 30 minutes. 1, save your document. 2, take a sip. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back, that posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. That is the end of the second sprint already. It feels like we're moving pretty fast today. Anyway, I did manage to shift gears into editing. So hopefully it's going well. I feel like it's going okay. Let me see how many words, like passage-wise, I have edited. Okay, so passage of 1256. So 1,256 edited. Okay. One of those stickies can now come down. So, yay, making progress in general towards the amount of words that I want written and edited this quarter, which is great. I am going to mark where I'm leaving off. That way, I don't forget to do that. But anyway, so yeah, so that's how we did. A decent amount of. So I finished the tail end of one scene, and I'm about halfway through another in terms of editing, like scene-wise, instead of word count or page number. That's sort of like I've done like maybe 2/3 of a scene equivalent. So, okay. Also, yes, that is the second sprint. So make sure that you do your self-promo if you have some, and also make sure that you are following your fellow sprinters. And just know that at 5 o'clock, when this stream ends, Mama Maggie is going to be Mama Maggie and Jenna the Soul Writer are going to be doing a live today about hashtag anime taught me about writing. And so that's going to be at 5 p.m. So there's a link for that. Mama Maggie also says that the next book, Terror Earth Falling, Relic of Time number 8, is coming soon. So here is the link for that book specifically. And Megan says, check out my latest poem/post on Substack and subscribe. It's about body sovereignty. And here is the link for that. Or you can check out all of the things that Megan does. And here is the link tree. Thank you, Mama Maggie, for the link parade. I appreciate it. Here is Megan's channel. Here is Thog's channel. Here is CB's channel. Here is Diamond's channel. Here is Becca's channel. Here is Mama Maggie's channel. Diamond says, almost finished my settings and you're about to start your first chapter for your story soon. Exciting! Yay! Excellent. CB got about another 300 words. Fantastic. Becca finished your homework. Yay! That is exciting. Now you can actually have fun. CB says, I combined the book I had been writing with the other 2 titles as well. Nice. Keiko got 171. You have to meticulously write a very intense scene now. Ooh. That's exciting. Intense. All right. Mom Maggie is prepped for the 5 p.m. stream and made lunch for you and the hubby. He's home from work sick today. Oh no. I hope he feels better soon. Don't know why. Keiko says, it is very intense. The pain and suffering for your characters. Yes. Okay. I may have to get myself a cup of tea during this sprint. So make sure that you are taking care of yourself and your hydration and all of the, like if you need some caffeine, maybe time to top off your coffee or tea or soda or whatever it is that you're consuming. But apologies. All right, let's go back to the 30 minutes. Here we go. Okay, yes. Or meds, yes. Or meds, or hydrate or dihydrate, yes. All of the things. So make sure that you are taking care of yourself as we are sprinting today. So 1, save your document. 2, make sure you take a sip of whatever you have currently nearby you. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine or roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too much. And 4 is make sure you take care of yourself. Here we go. 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, that was the third sprint. How we doing? We making some more progress? Let's see how we did that time. I feel like that was a little bit better. Yes. 1338 edited. Okay. How we doing? I did have to go I chose soda. I didn't want to wait for the tea to steep. So I chose soda. So cheers. For my additional caffeine intake. Fog had to go get ready for work, and Hannah popped in, so hello to Hannah. Diamond says, I finished my setting, and tomorrow I'll be writing my first chapter. Yay! Excellent. Also, a little hint of your main character's background. She's a lone wolf because when she was young, her parents passed away, so she would move around to lots of foster homes which were not friendly to her. Because her parents did some horrible things before tragedy hit them, she only survived because of her powers. Ooh. That can be intriguing, yes. CB got about 400 words. Keiko got 547 words and again emphasizes it's intense. Yes. Love a good intense story or intense moment, really. CB says, hopefully I will finish this before the end of the stream so that you can give a proper word count. Numbers, which is Apple's spreadsheet, doesn't have a word count function. Really? There's no word tracker in it? That's kind of surprising. I would think, oh, well, spreadsheets. Yeah, spreadsheets generally don't. I don't think. Is there a, nope, that's not what I want to say. Spreadsheet. How can you tell how many words are in a spreadsheet? Okay, so how to count words in Excels from cells to entire spreadsheets. Okay, select the cell you want the results to be displayed in, then click on formulas, essentially, and then, so click on cell, click on formulas, click on count words in range, and then you have to enter the cells or the range that you want to have the word count for. Oh, so there is a formula for that somehow. So yeah, so there might be a workaround. There might be a formula in Apple's version as well, so you might be able to Google how to do that. Keiko says, for your intense story, the main character is an illusion made by a demon who tries to get info out of her about her own personality in order to, oh, they're in an illusion. I was like, wait a second. The illusion has come to life? No. Okay, so your character is in an illusion made by a demon who's trying to essentially be able to impersonate her and take her place, maybe? Ooh, exciting. Mom Maggie is heading out for a bit of a break before the live at 5. Nice. Nice, nice. Be blessed and happy writing to all. Yes, thank you very much. Keiko says, I'm 845 words away from 7K for the day. We still have 15 minutes during the stream, so I think you can make it. Numbers is inferior to Excel, but there might still be a formula. There might still be a way. So there may be a way. Do you know the way? What is that from? What is the Um, oh, it's like the meme. Okay. It's a meme. Okay. Ugandan Knuckles is the character. Okay. That's what that's from. Keiko has 3 hours left in the day. Okay. So you can definitely make it. You can definitely make it. Absolutely. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and do another sprinty sprint. We'll do a 25-minute this time. So it's a little shorter. Not by a whole lot, but a little. All right. So 1, save your document. 2, make sure you take a sip of whatever you're hydrating with. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine or roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, how we doing? How did we do that time? Okay, bit less this time. 10:58. My fingers I can feel are sort of like a little stiff. Um, I don't know if it's because I don't have my um, keyboard at the same angle or just they're tired. I don't know. We'll see. Um, but progress is being made, so I am happy. How'd you guys do? CB continue to try to figure out a way to get Apple's numbers spreadsheet to be able to do a word count, but did not find anything. Ultimately, you did copy paste over everything into Google Doc, and the total word count was 1,374. So at least there is still that as an option. Keiko got 288. Fantastic. 6,443 so far. Ooh, very close. Very, very close. Yes. So let's see. Diamond says, doing great. Just looking over my settings, having my character. Let's see. Just looking over your settings, you're having your character once seeing she was in a city, only to realize she was in a glitched reality. Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. We have about 20 minutes left on until the top of the hour. Let's see, but I also don't want to run over into Mama Maggie and Jenna's stream time. So let's see, where's one of my 15ers? Here we go. Fancy Platypus. Okay, and this one is silent, so you can play your own music in this case. All right, y'all, let's do one last closing sprint. So 1, save your document. 2, make sure you take a sip of whatever it is you're hydrating with. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure if you need a break, take a break. Here we go, 15 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. There you go. There's a 15-minute sprint. How did you do? Either on that sprint or the total for the stream. Let me know how you did. Okay. So I did pass 3,500 for the day, which is good. So I can move both of those stickies, I think. I'll have to double check what the stickies are just to make sure. But yes, I think I can move both of those stickies, which will be amazing. So I'm going to save both my word tracker spreadsheet and my document. And I'm going to save my outline because I did do a couple of changes to it to reflect the changes that I'm doing with the editing. So yay. Let's see. CB said the contents and the chapter by chapter plan have been laid out in Google Docs. Fantastic. You're going to bounce. Excellent. Yes, get some rest. Yes, it was the platypus. Here is the link specifically to Mama Maggie's live with Jenna tonight at 5, which is starting in 3 minutes. Keiko got 255 words that time, 1,528 for the stream, and 6,698 for the day so far. It's amazing. I know you said you have like maybe 2 hours left at this point. So I think you can get there. I think you can get there. So good luck though. If you need to rest, you can. But if you want to get to that mile marker, absolutely go for it. So, all right. Make sure that you save everything and make sure that you take a sip of your water, stretch, stand up, walk around, get some snacks, get some dinner, whatever it is you need for yourself. And I will see y'all tomorrow at 1 p.m. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 to 3-ish, and Sundays 2 to 5. So I will see y'all, and hopefully we will be relatively more adjusted to the new time zone or time tomorrow. We shall see. All right, y'all. Thank you again, and I will see y'all soon. Bye.